Oh, I'm sure things are just fine over at Marvel. Everything has been delayed now. What is going on? Even Loki got delayed. At least that's what it's looking like. Everything's been changed to coming soon. It would appear to be yet another confirmation that the MCU is currently both directionless and in shambles. A recent update to the official Disney Plus website appears to indicate that Marvel is further delaying all of its streaming exclusive content. As per edits made by the House of Mouse on March 15th, where once the streaming service listed the official release windows for all of its upcoming Marvel series, Agatha, Daredevil, Echo, Ironheart, Loki, Secret Invasion, Spider-Man Freshman Year. Are they still doing that? What If Season 2, X-Men 97. It now asserts that each project is simply coming soon. What's interesting there, as they point out here, is that Loki Season 2 is delayed now. That's really interesting. Now, a lot of this actually is already shot. Echo, shot. Ironheart, shot. Agatha, I'm not sure about. Loki Season 2, shot. Secret Invasion, shot. Like, all of these shows are done. Which tells me they're making significant post-production changes. They're probably trying to improve the CGI, maybe trying to get back some of the talent that got ran off thanks to Victoria Alonso. But it really just shows you the hot spot that Disney is in with Marvel. The fact that they're delaying this stuff. I mean, Loki Season 1, I didn't care for it, but that show was actually a hit. I think that has more to do with Hiddleston being in it. People really like him. I like him too, actually. I think he's a great actor. But that season still sucked. The female Loki, I forget her name. That's how memorable she is. She had no chemistry with Hiddleston. None. Like, there was zero chemistry there. I mean, at least hire somebody that, has sparks with him. That would have been great, even with a lacking script. But they didn't do that. So all of this shit is delayed. Here's some pictures right here. Season 2, coming summer 2023, coming soon. Secret Invasion, coming soon. What If, coming soon. It's pretty telling. Man, I hate this yellow outfit. I don't understand what they were doing. He had this suit for 5 issues, but guess what? They changed it. They changed it pretty quick because it's ugly. Ironheart, nobody wants to see this. So, yeah, this is interesting. I think you're going to see more heads roll out of this company for sure. There's even some stuff going on with Lucasfilm. They canceled that Indiana Jones Disney series or whatever it was, which was funny because Harrison Ford wasn't in it. So why is there an Indiana Jones series? I'll tell you another thing that's interesting. Brie Larson seems to be pretty damn desperate. She did this interview with Bizarre where she's showing like side boob and trying to just like look kind of down, if you know what I'm saying. Like these pictures here. But the interesting thing in here is what she had to say about her career. And that's that she's jobless. After the Marvels, she's got nothing. Is Hollywood giving her the cold shoulder? Why hasn't Marvel re-upped her? Because it looks like she's going to be used as the face of the Avengers. They're already starting to do that in the comics by making her the leader. So what's going on here? Well, in the interview, she goes over a lot of stuff. It's a pretty long interview, actually. There's a lot to talk about in there. And maybe we'll go over it more on a Saturday live stream. But I just want to touch on some of the things in here. So she talks about she's going to next star in Fast X. I'm pretty sure she is in Fast X. So that comes out May 19th. And then after that, The Marvels comes out, maybe in the fall. It got delayed to the fall. We'll see if it actually comes out in the fall. I bet you it gets delayed till Christmas. Emotional scenes. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be grabbing the tissue boxes and wiping tears away during the Marvels. Not because of the emotional scene, but because the movie will refuse to end. What scares Brie Larson about Captain Marvel? Let's read this part. The interview also starts off by writing about how Brie Larson attended a play starring an actor friend who signed for fans outside, but none of the fans recognized her. Something she says happens all the time. And she delves into why the idea of doing a big Marvel movie and Captain Marvel scared her at first. I was scared of what would happen to me, she said, with the article noting that big of a role could prevent her from doing things she loves. I was like, what world is this? Where these are the choices I have to make as an artist. Coming off of her pedestal, this one actually, I think, was kind of nice to hear. Obviously, Brie Larson took on the gig and went to be featured in Avengers Endgame and the Marvels and maybe more, but she still finds a way to come down to earth. Anytime I feel like I'm being put on too much of a pedestal, it's my job to figure out how to remove that within myself, she says. But here's the big one. Doesn't have another job. Regarding being jobless after the Marvels, interestingly enough, the 33-year-old actress says she doesn't have a job next. I don't have a next job. I don't have a home. I don't have a partner. I don't have a plan. I'm completely open, she says. That's really interesting. Sounds like she doesn't really have much going on in her life. This is a thing in Hollywood, too. A lot of these people are very empty inside. It's something with the industry. This is why you always hear, like, when people, like, leave acting and move away from Hollywood, that they start to feel better and normal and more in tune with what's going on in the world. Like Chris Hemsworth, for example, lives in Australia. A couple of other movie stars live outside of Hollywood, and they just go there. Look at all the people that melt down from living there. Dave Chappelle is a really good example of that. He had a very public meltdown over Hollywood, and then he talks about this, and he has some very interesting things to say about the Hollywood system. I always like to recommend that video where he's talking with that older guy. What's it called? Behind the Studio or Curtain or something. It's this older guy, and he interviews people in front of an audience, and he has one with Chappelle, and Chappelle talks about what Hollywood does to people, particularly black men. It's a great video. You should check it out. But this was an interesting quote. I don't have a job next. I don't have a home. I don't have a partner. She's single. Keep that in mind. She's 33 years old. I don't have a plan. I'm just completely open. No one's calling her for work. I wonder if that's because she's kind of ran off a lot of fans with that activism bullshit that she likes to put out there. She does that to herself. This is why celebrities should just shut up. Maybe talk about stuff you like. Don't get political. You end up alienating people. And then when your performance is polarizing, it doesn't help either. So, interesting stuff here. I wonder what's going to happen with her. Do you think she'll leave Hollywood? I don't know. She got to have enough money where she could retire, I would think. But, you know, the 33-year-old, no partner comment was very, very telling to me anyway. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here. I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.